Great. Okay, so we've covered a lot of the measurement issues. I do know that you use this instrument on different populations of patients. Would you just like to tell us which populations you've used it on?
Okay. Again, I have to go back to my PhD program. I now was ready to write a proposal for my dissertation study. And Beverly, who was my advisor, said, you have to do an experimental design. Again, 10 steps ahead of me.
Empiricism.
She's very empiric, and she's a logical positivist. And she is particularistic, too. She did not have a particularly holistic paradigm that she was writing her grants and doing very successful research from. Her paradigm was looking at gait. I had to do an experimental design with comfort as my outcome. So I'm thinking, what patients would have acute comfort needs that might be changed with an effective intervention over time? And although I am a gerontologist, that's my specialty, I really felt that older adults in long-term care or assisted living in a controlled setting that I could sample easily, that they had chronic comfort needs, and any intervention that I did with them may not show much of a difference in a reasonable amount of time.
Well, which population did you choose?
So I finally landed on women with early stage breast cancer, had just been diagnosed, had selected conservative treatment, which consisted of lumpectomy and radiation therapy. And I designed an intervention, guided imagery, that they could listen to every day on an audio tape. And I also adapted the general comfort questionnaire to measure their comfort at 3 time points. I felt that the guided imagery had a lot of literature support at that time for enhancing the whole person. And I wanted an intervention that matched my holistic outcome.
Right. Now, what were your findings?
I was thrilled and surprised a year later, after I had collected 3 sets of data from 36 patients with a treatment group and a control group, that the women who had received the guided imagery had increased comfort over time. It was a significant difference between them and the comparison group. So that was the best result I could have had. I wondered, because comfort is so state-specific, could there be a trend to have increased comfort, even though there are individual ups and downs every day, especially in this population? And it did pan out that this trend was for increased comfort over time if they listened to the guided imagery every day.